And of course, people interpret this as when this is going to take place. And this is what Katrina was referring to, I believe, when she used the term place of safety. But the fact is, the Bible does talk about this place. I mean, there is something that is going to take place. And, the place of safety seems like a very appropriate term to use for this particular verse. And the time period is also stated 1260 days. So there is going to come a time where there will be a place of safety for 3.5 years. And this woman, of course, is the descendant of Christ's church that he established. And we know that a woman, Paul said that, the mystery of the woman is the church, the mystery of the man is Christ. And the man and the woman and who marry, and that's what we just talked about with the 10 virgins here. So this would appear to be God's people, God's church, somewhere in a safe place for 3.5 years. That's the general, not sure whether I should use the word interpretation or conclusion. I don't know whether I want to say conclusion, because I'm sure there are things that are very deep here that maybe we haven't grasped yet. And I don't want to put a definitive understanding on these verses, because I don't know whether I have a definitive understanding. When I say a definitive, a full, total understanding of what this is saying here. And especially, I don't know when these 1260 days are going to happen. In fact, and I'll say it here, it's possible that there was already a period that when this took place in the past, and that this is a foreshadow of something that's going to happen again. I just don't know. But I do know that this is not fiction. This is reality, and this is going to take place. And so this is where are we going to slumber like those like those 5 foolish virgins. And they slumbered when they should have been filling their lamps with oil and should have been ready, okay? So we have to be ready. This is basically the concept here. And then verse 7 here, and there was war in heaven, Michael and the angels, and these are the good angels, they stayed faithful to God, fought against the dragon. So look at it. I mean, this is unbelievable here. We've got a celestial battle between 2 armies of angels, and the dragon fought and his angels. We talk about Star Wars and all of these kind of fictitious events here. And of course, this is humans' imaginations. And then, of course, I'll just say it, religious people also have a lot of imagination and interpretation. And that's where we have to be very, very careful, because I'm sure for verses like these, if we begin to look on internet and see what various pastors and evangelists and prophets and whatever, self-ordained mostly, are saying about this, we're going to get all sorts of ideas. So that's why we have to be careful. So it goes on in verse 8 here, talking about the dragon prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil. So it's very clear who it is here, called the devil and Satan, that deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him, which is this verse here, 12 verse 9, is a very, it's a fundamental verse as far as I'm concerned, because it clearly shows the state of Satan, the devil.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety. Join us for this free mini-course and gain a profound new perspective on biblical Hebrew. TheExplanation.com/naked